Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Real Talk. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope all is well with you. If you're new, welcome in. Welcome to the channel. Alright, feel free to subscribe guys. If you do like the content or the messages that's brought forth, please feel free to subscribe. Okay, so all my subscribers, existing and new. Alright, I do appreciate your support once again. I appreciate your comments, your like, your shares, right? But overall, I appreciate your patience, okay? If you've tuned in, there may be messages here for you. I don't know if I said that already, all right? There may be messages here for you, but do not try to make messages fit, all right? Don't try to make messages fit. That's when confusion and all that starts. So either it resonates or it don't, but you're going to know if it does or not because you're going to feel it. It's going to make sense to you, right? Okay. So we're going to start off, guys, with the Declare and Decree deck. For those of you who are new, this is a deck I use for burning and releasing. It's just a matter of burning and releasing. Each card has a positive ritual on that particular card. And whatever comes out, you write it down. Set your intentions to release that negative energy, right? Give thanks to the Most High Mother and Father, your spiritual team, for helping you to clear that negative energy, right? And then you burn it. You set fire to it. Of course, in a very safe place, okay? So, some people are religious, some people are spiritual, some people don't consider themselves either one. And that is fine. Whatever you resonate with, only you will know that, okay? So, I don't push anything onto anyone. I'm not here to influence you to do anything that you don't want to do. So if this part is not for you, you can skip forward. But yes, it is spiritual. Okay? So it's just a matter of burning and releasing. So at this time, collective, we're going to see what possible blockages need to be released. Alright? So we have, I see this childhood energy is back again. So let's see. Just a second, collective. Hold tight. Gotta grab my cards. Alright. So I see this childhood energy is here. So I've already been guided to purchase or collect, whichever way you want to look at it, my oracle cards, Inner Child. I use these anytime the energy presents itself. I use my deck. Okay? So we're going to hold on to this deck. See what's going on with this energy. Okay? But again, only take what resonates with you. Okay? So we have all childhood traumas and unhealed wounds are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All childhood traumas and unhealed wounds are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. You can write that down. Set your intentions to release that energy, right? Because it's negative energy of childhood wounds and trauma, things that you remember that happened to you that were negative, that caused a serious impact on you that you carried throughout your childhood on up into your adulthood. Okay? You would write that down, set your intentions to release that energy, and you would burn it. Okay, you have here all unforgiveness of myself and others are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All unforgiveness of myself and others are now cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. You would write that down. Set your intentions to release that energy and burn it. All right, collective? So let's get into it and see what's in the energies. Hopefully the messages are helpful. All right, that's why I'm here, to help. So hopefully these messages will be helpful to you. All right. See what's in the energies for the collective. Past, present, future energies. Things that could be happening currently, already have happened, or energies that are to come. All right. Let's see what we have, collective. Let's see what we have for you. We have the Wheel coming out, King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Four of Cups, the Lovers, Three of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. So, High Priestess, there's something you know about someone and their deception. That's for certain with the Seven of Swords. Deception and lies here. Something that you decided not to put up with in your energy. You are in rejection to this energy here. This air energy. Okay? So there's something about a cycle that may have closed out or whatever began in the past. To me, it's no longer, okay, because it ended up being in deceptive energy, okay? Somebody that was deceiving you here, not being honest, and it could have been you yourself that needed to see something concerning the person you were dealing with. Could have been a Gemini energy with the Lovers, right? But also this person could have also they could have also been hiding a certain agenda from you as well. They could have been two-faced with you too. One way with you and another way behind your back. Okay? But your potential, I feel, was to find out the truth about a lover here. Okay? A cycle that I feel like you either closed it out because you gave it a chance or whatever, or the potential of it is just to you, maybe it's not worth it. Let's see. You have the Four of Swords coming out. King of Swords, Ace of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so someone is definitely getting left behind because of their deceptions, okay? See, you're no longer in this mindset of not having enough or not being enough. Somebody wanted you to feel worthless, and it may have worked for some time where someone didn't want you to see your own worth, but that's not something you continue to identify with, you know, like you didn't continue to see yourself that way as not being good enough or not being worth someone being honest with or truthful with the Five of Pentacles, somebody that you are leaving behind or have left behind. But it could also just be an energy of you, 717 on the timer. It could be an energy of you leaving this type of mindset behind, deciding not to allow yourself to be in that energy or reside in that energy of the Five of Pentacles, of lack, scarcity mindset, not having enough, or just energetically you being able to express yourself knowing that you are enough as an individual, okay? Somebody could be definitely being two-faced with you, someone who has already betrayed you before. I don't feel like you're going to be giving anyone any second chances here. Okay, you could have been dealing with an earth sign if you're not an earth sign yourself. Or you could be an earth sign who has dealt with a air sign. Okay? But I feel like you're taking action when it comes to being in a discerning energy. You have this energy of discerning what's good for you, what's not, what you will put up with, what you won't put up with. You're in this energy of discernment. And that's basically you allowing yourself not to put up with an energy. As far as that mindset, you're making sure that you're reflecting back on what's best for you, far as the mindset of lack mentality. That's something you're not accepting in your energy anymore. And nobody that would bring that type of energy. No lack mentality, no poverty, not even this energy of not feeling good enough or not feeling worth. Okay, your worth, not feeling your worth, okay? Because you could be dealing with someone who's also very arrogant, or you could have dealt with somebody who's very arrogant, who basically wanted to leave you in this Five of Pentacles energy, or wanted to see you stay in this Five of Pentacles energy. Okay? So like I said, there's someone here who's two-faced with you. Collective. They see potential with you as well. They don't realize that they haven't realized this, or they're not gonna understand it. They kind of like playing themselves, or they play themselves, not realizing that you would balance your own energy out. Cause see, you've done the reflecting, and I feel like you've You've already closed out something here. Like something is already done and it's done for. It's like there's no reopening the book, right? There's only reflecting and healing and truth, clarity, right? You know what you will accept, you know what you will not accept from a particular lover who is a betrayer, who is a liar, a deceiver, but who also two-faced it here. They have more than one face. With you, they're one way. With behind your back, they are another. And they could very well be known to be someone who would put you in a third-party situation. Okay, or they would put money over your situation too. Like they would put money over you. They would choose money over you as well as they would choose other people over you. Okay, they will be someone with the potential to breadcrumb you as well. But I feel like you're basically following up with your opportunities, your potential. You're following up with forgiveness of yourself. Remember? Forgiveness of yourself. Having to forgive other people. I feel like you're clearing out negative energies is what I feel like. Something is definitely over with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Swords. Something's definitely over. Okay? And what you're doing is you're just getting rid of the energies that no longer serve because you're making room for new energy. Ace of Pentacles. You're making room for new energy. Someone who's inspired by you is jealous of you as well. Someone who never will admit that they actually see you as an inspiration. Okay? And what you're doing, you're basically just taking action in your life with the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands, and you're just following up with new ideas for yourself and opportunities for yourself as well. Understanding that the Four of Swords energy and the Ten of Swords energy, a lot of that energy did come from your childhood. Okay, a lot of that energy and even the scarcity mindset and poverty mindset. So therefore, you may have attracted this person, and they also have experienced that energy. Except the difference is, they're willing to stay in it, and you're willing to grow out of it. Okay, so someone here is dealing with a person who doesn't mind trying to play tug of war with you, who doesn't mind trying to put you in third-party situations and breadcrumb you as well. And it's something you may be learning about this person. It could be very well something you may be learning about them that has to do with your childhood. And that's why I say, more than likely, if you were dealing with this air sign or an earth sign, you are noticing, because you've ascended or because you have done the healing or whatever, you have noticed that this person has childhood wounds themselves. That's the part that has to be forgiven. And the forgiveness on your part and the forgiveness on behalf of that other person from you will balance this out for you. This is what creates the balance and brings about even more healing. And of course, the creative side of you is going to pick up with the Ace of Wands. You're definitely taking action with the Queen of Wands. And you know exactly which steps to take. You know who is who. Your spirit of discernment has been heightened, okay, because of the healing that you have done on yourself. This two-faced person, I just feel like you're just going to totally be done with them because that's already done for. You've already had the strength to release this person, is how I feel. Empress energy, this is what you're coming into. A lot of abundance, because there's something that you're dropping, is how I feel too. There's something you're actually dropping. It could very well be a person. It could be burdens as well of this person. And any betrayal or lies or broken promises. These are things that you also suffered in childhood dealing with this particular energy, right? Forgiving people that may not have treated you fairly, or they didn't treat you like you were worth anything, or made you feel like you were worthless, or wasn't good enough, or wasn't smart enough, okay? There's a lot of childhood trauma energy here with the Five of Pentacles, okay? Even with the swords, there's traumas there because you and this person both suffered those traumas on the same level, Except, again, you're growing out of it. They'd rather stay in it, but they want to keep you in it with them. That's the reason why I say this Seven of Swords this is a betrayal of an offer. Betrayal of an offer. A deceptive offer here. Okay? Whatever it's an offer. It could even be this person asking you forgiveness. Them asking you forgiveness. It could very well be deceptive on their part. The energy that they're in, asking you to forgive them, could very well be deceptive as well. Okay? Yeah. Now, some of you are dealing with, again, this lines up with childhood traumas. Childhood traumas and unhealed wounds. This is the past. This is the energy of the past, okay? Childhood traumas, right? Unhealed wounds of what? Being left behind, scarcity mindset, lack, not having enough, living in poverty. This is what you're coming out of. This is what's being removed from your life, so there's room for the opposite. For you to have more than enough. Ace of Pentacles. Okay? Healing in your life. Four of Swords. And Temperance. Okay? So some of you are also learning more patience, but this is more patience with yourself. Alright? So there's a lot of past energies that show up that wants to hinder, okay? Because this is the energy you're coming into. Even with that Empress energy on the bottom, it's balance. That Empress energy is an energy that represents balance, maturity, spiritual growth, and development. Okay? Very balanced. Yeah, more balance. Because see, this is 9 of Pentacles, collective. This is you. This is 9, 10, 11 Pentacles, right? Definitely balanced, definitely secure. A lot of you are financially independent, or you will be. And that's something you could very well be working towards and focused on too. And so a lot of times, us being in an energy that's so high vibrational, you start attracting people that's coming back in this energy right here. This is what they're having to offer to you. They're offering you your traumas all over again. And a lot of times, because you're in such a high vibration, you'll start attracting other high vibrational things, people, and situations, but you'll also be attracting the negative at the same time. So then that's when you have to operate and, exercise your ability to discern, to know the difference, to understand what's your energy and what energy belongs to someone else. Okay? So that's the experience at this time, collective. Forgiveness, childhood traumas, and you balancing. That's balance that's coming in big time for you. 2 of Cups. Okay, you're loving yourself, nurturing yourself, and you know what you will and will not accept now at this point. Anything or anyone that presents itself to be from the past, any type of energies, I feel like you're staying separated from that and you're moving on forward from that. And this is something spiritually that you probably have taken the time to learn as well, where these traumas have came from, and that you are and have attracted those traumas to you. This is something new that you've probably learned, or you're very aware of it, okay? High Priestess, you're very aware, okay? And that's the truth. Beautiful. I love it. That's the truth. It's clear. Yeah. Very stable energy, commitment to self. But this is also like union with other people, coming together with other people, celebrating, having good times with honest people, true people that you can trust. Being in an energy of feeling stable is 4 of Wands. It's not just commitment, but even if it's commitment to self. See, very excited about which way you're headed with this is with the Ace of Pentacles and the Temperance. Very excited energy of where you're headed. But you need patience to get there. Okay? Okay, collective. So you could have some exciting news coming in with the Page of Wands, but I feel like you've been very patient with yourself because you do have a very high potential, because you're in a very high vibration. So you have a very high potential to be creating opportunities and things for yourself, financial gain here. But things I feel that's coming in it's a lot of excitement. I feel a lot of excitement about what you're taking action on. Okay. Because I feel you know about this offer. You know about a deceptive offer, okay? From someone who could possibly want you to feel like they are your actual soulmate, okay? An actual soulmate. That's what they want you to feel like they are to you. But I feel like this person also, and you could very well too, be experiencing tower moments. Your tower moments are more like awakenings happening back and forth or in separate times, or I feel like you're dealing with some type of awakening energy that's allowing you to see certain things, read certain energies, situations, people, even if it calls you to be in a moment of I want to say astrological travel, because some of you may be experiencing dreams, okay, to where you'll end up traveling astrologically, okay, and you're seeing things even in your dreams. You could be picking up on spiritual ascensions and connections and things like that even in your dreams. You're gonna know if it's a good energy or not with the high priestess. You'll know. But I feel like there's ascension symptoms that you may be going through, or ascension experiences that you may be feeling and encountering at this time, because someone here is in a very high vibration. And that's the reason why you're not only attracting your stability, you're not only attracting a brand new cycle in your life, you're not only attracting new people, new connections, and possibly a new connection that would be a committing connection to you, a committed connection for you with an actual soulmate. You're not just attracting high vibrational things, you are attracting low vibrational things as well. And that can sometimes be a problem, because sometimes we don't know how to deal with attracting both. And that's what the spirit of discernment is about. That's why you're in the Four of Cups energy, and that's because you can see the Five of Cups energy. You can understand this person is not an actual soulmate that is for your highest good. And even if they were, they would be willing to do the work. Okay, you yourself collective could have the willpower to do the work so that you can continue to elevate. This person, however, no, I don't feel like this person would ever be trying to do the work, because they're too busy being deceptive. And this is an energy that is attracted to you from some childhood wounds that may need to be paid attention to. There's something there from the childhood we're going to pull in a second to verify, but there's tower moments happening not only for you, collective, but the tower moments you do understand with the high priestess is for your own good. It is to break down that which is not good for you, which is not stable, right? Which is superficial, so that something real and new and vibrant and solid can come in for you. So it's basically making room here. The tower would be something that would make room here. Okay, so it's something that you know, something that you've learned spiritually, but also you've gained some clarity about someone who's being two-faced, who's a so-called lover, who may want you to think that they are your soulmate. Maybe you even felt like they were at one point, but now that energy has changed, okay? And I feel like you're moving forward or moving on, but be careful, because by you being in rejection mode with this person, because they have an energy of manipulation on them as well, but they're gonna be angry with you for not accepting their deceptive offer, okay, male or female. And that's also an energy of envy, okay? So someone could be trying to even come back to make an offer just for you to accept the offer, just for them to get a kick out of gaslighting you, or like I said, just straight Seven of Swords, deceiving you, for them to it's like a tit for tat situation. Let's say you broke it off with someone with the Ten of Swords. Let's say you just ended it, right? Because that's the way this is looking here with the Lovers. You ended it with someone who's quite envious, who wants to come back and get their lick back. Let's say I want to make you fall for me again. I want to offer this to you again just so I could get the satisfaction of seeing you hurt by me not being honest with you, by me gaslighting you, right? And by me being deceiving, by me lying to you. Let me see if I can get my lick back. Let me see if I can create this energy to where I can make you think. Manipulation, Five of Swords energy, right? Let me make you think. This person is a self-sabotager. They will never have a healthy relationship because they don't think that it's even healthy for them to heal. They don't even realize they need to heal themselves, okay? So this is somebody who's envious toward you. For what? Doing the work, doing the healing, not accepting them in their low vibrational ways, right? So if I can get back in with you and make you think that I want you back, then I get the satisfaction of letting you down. I get the satisfaction of disappointing you because that let me know I got it again, right? Like I got it. I still got this, right? I still have this person in an emotional state. I still have this person right where I want them. I still can manipulate this person. This person believe anything I tell them, right? I still got it. And what the surprise is, the shock is, they don't have it anymore like they thought or like they think. They don't have it anymore. And they're about to find out real quick. They ain't got it like that. And maybe at one point they did with you, collective. As of today, that's a no-go. And this person is going to get slapped with the truth. Okay? That you're no longer accepting. You're no longer accepting their behavior. Okay? Some of you may have dealt with this person more than once, more than twice. A familiar energy. But a lot of people are dealing with this level of energy where folks are coming back. Right? Because they see you in an achieving energy. They see you getting it. They see you. Some of y'all, they watching every move you make. They know that you got a new job. They know that you got a new place. They know that you got a new car. They know that you received finances. They know you're doing well. And they've been two-faced and pretending like they didn't want to be with you, pretending like you wasn't good enough, and pretending what they were doing was projecting. It was them that didn't have enough. It was them that wasn't good enough for you. But they wanted to make you feel like you weren't good enough, okay? So we got Cancer energy here of someone, a lot of Cancer energy here. Could be dealing with the Cancer, okay? You could be a Cancer. But there's a lot of energy of movement here. This is movement. This is the Chariot. Okay, this is the fact that you have overcome a lot of obstacles and challenges, and you're still moving them. You're still making the move. You're still moving mountains, right? So you got somebody who's envious of you, but they're also two-faced. Yeah, devil energy. See, they got you in the Queen of Swords energy now. This is what they're gonna meet. This is what they're not expecting. For you to put them in their place, for you to address their toxic ways, for you to address that entity. They're not expecting that because you're balanced. That's why. They don't expect you to be balanced. But they got another thing coming. Okay? Yeah, you're blocking them out. Yeah, this person's going to be upset and because you took a leap of faith without them. Yeah, some of y'all, this could very well be family members that is upset with you because they can't be deceptive in your face anymore. They turned into the Queen of Swords. Some of y'all realize that the family that you was born into, that's not your family. Whoever that's for. Because this has to do with childhood traumas here and unhealed wounds. And a lot of you have suffered being neglected in your childhood. This is something that has followed you into your adulthood. And that's why you would attract this. This is something you're laying to rest. This is something you're no longer engaging in because you see it, High Priestess. You understand where this entity is coming from. And you're addressing it by seeing it as something from your childhood. Six of Cups. Something from your childhood. Okay? Childhood wounding. Childhood traumas. So by you addressing that and understanding where it's coming from, that allows you to heal it, Four of Swords. That allows you to reflect on it, allow yourself to feel it and understand it. And then therefore you can see it in other people. And when you address it, yeah, they're going to be pissed off. Yeah, they're not going to. The devil don't like to be addressed. Entities don't like you to call them out. They don't like to be addressed. But I believe you me, you better call judgment and call them out. Call them out because those entities can destroy your life as well. And this is real talk. You understand? You're dealing with somebody who's a self-sabotager because they don't know how to have a healthy relationship. They don't know how, okay? Even if they have a good idea of how, some people think that a good relationship is all about good sex. No, it's not. A good relationship is all about you buying everything that I ask you to buy when I ask you to buy it, or you jump when I say how high, right? Well, you jump when I say jump and you ask how high. Okay, y'all know how it go when you're dealing with manipulative energies like this. People attach themselves to you on purpose. It is an entity that is following you throughout. It has followed, and a lot of people are experiencing this, okay? A lot of people are experiencing this energy because, see, this person also wants to get in the way of your prosperity. This person wants to cause blockages in your prosperity. Some of you, this is spiritual inheritance because this entity is trying to cover all baselines. It's trying to cover all bases in your life, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, and physically. This entity is trying to cover all those bases in your life because this is something that's following. It's following. Somebody's being followed by this entity, okay? And you're going in another direction, though. You're being led and guided by spirit to go in a whole nother direction, take a whole nother path. Because you already know what you're being shown. You also understand what can no longer go with you, what you no longer resonate with. And this is coming up for a lot of people. The energies are coming up for a lot of people where people are no longer resonating with all these different entities and low vibrational ways and these old ways of thinking and these old ways of doing relationships. And when I say old ways of doing relationships, I mean these old ways of accepting people treating you like dirt, walking all over you, taking you for granted, using you, putting you in third-party energies, making you feel like you're not good enough for a committed relationship, making you feel like you're not good enough to marry. Right? Making you feel like you're not good enough to build with. Oh, you're just good enough for me to sleep with. No, you're good enough. Hey, just give me some money. I want some money. Yeah, give it to me. People who are grieving, who are full of grief. People who want to drain you of your money, your energies, and your resources, okay? This is the energies that people are no longer resonating with. And this is changing globally. This is changing. And people are choosing to focus on new life, new land, new plans, new mindsets, new families. Some people are creating their own family. You're creating your family with soul-like individuals who resonate with you. They understand spiritual path. They understand spiritual nature. They understand spiritual journey. They understand the Most High Mother and Father. They understand spiritual connection. They understand how important spiritual connection is. They understand how important spiritual growth is. They understand how important healing is. These are the people you will resonate with. This is what you're asking for. This is what you want. You no longer resonate with the no vibrational energies of people who want to keep you stuck. Some of y'all are not just family and friends. It's lovers too. Somebody with a two-faced lover. Alright? So I hope, guys, that this is resonating for you, because that's what I'm here to do. Help. Let's wake up, okay? Let's understand what's good for us, what's not good for us. Let's exercise our spirit of discernment, okay? Let me pull this card, because I've been led to pull this card for somebody. Somebody here needs me to pull this card. I was glad that the Most High Mother and Father led me to even purchase this deck. I just happen to be looking for this deck. Y'all excuse me. I apologize. Here we go. Because I've been all over the place trying to record here, but it's all good. We're going to get it done. I bet you that. Bet we're going to get it done. Bet. Okay. So the bottom of the deck here is grounding, collective. All right. So this person that you may have dealt with or whatever, or dealing with, or could have dealt with already, again, put the energies where they go for you, past, present, or future. This could have been somebody who was in survival mode all their life. And you could have been in survival mode too at one point when you were younger, okay? A lot of flightiness, right? All over the place, right? Detachment, right? Emotional less, right? No emotions. Been raised not to show emotions. Some of y'all could be dealing with the female. You could be dealing with the male. Take it how it resonates. Male or female. You're dealing with somebody who probably didn't get a lot of attention in the home. If it was a boy child, he didn't get a lot of nurturing from mom and not much nurturing either or leadership from dad. If he grew up if in fact he grew up in a stable home. Because most people have grown up in broken homes. Okay, we're talking about childhood traumas and woundings, right? Unhealed wounds. When you don't grow up in a loving home, when you do grow up in a family home where you're abused, or you're abused by your actual parents, or you're neglected by your actual parents, or if you've been abandoned, because this person have abandonment issues too. And collective, someone here could have very well experienced being abandoned as a child. Childhood wounds, trauma, and unhealed wounds. Okay? Childhood wounds, unhealed wounds. Childhood traumas, being left behind, being abandoned, being lied to. Made, promised to come take you to the park. I promised to pick you up from school. I promised to take you to the game. I promised to show up for the game. And none of those things never happened. A lot of disappointment, okay? So it caused you to grow up and be detached, unstable, right? Calm. You're always in survival mode as a child. No one ever showed up for you as a child. These are the things that follow you throughout your childhood on into adulthood, right? Then resentment sets in. Then you start attracting people who are just like you. They're unhealed. They've been abandoned too. Mommy and daddy issues, right? They was raised up in a broken home too, right? Then they have people who have done things, who have abused them, who shut them down. Guys, they've been told, you're not supposed to cry. You got to be strong all the time, or, suit up, boy. Get up from there and all this. No nurturing, just detachment. Y'all know how it goes. Boys ain't supposed to cry. Men don't cry. Okay, well, where the hell is his outlet supposed to come from if he not allowed to cry? He's a human being, isn't he? So he should have the freedom to release his burdens on whatever level is necessary for him as a human being. Okay? Even as a spiritual being having a human experience. And see, a lot of us had got cut off at that point. As children, we were shut down, cut off, not paid attention to by the adults who was raising us. Whether it was your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your uncles, your aunties, your cousins. We were raised by different people. A lot of us were raised in broken homes. Some of us were in the foster system. We were raised in broken homes. Then there are some of us, maybe you had it good in the foster system. I don't know many, but maybe you got with a family who was a actual initial sufficient family for you, and that's a great thing. And maybe at one point you was unstable, and then you became stable when you went to a foster home. Sometimes it happens for people like that. They end up in a foster home with people who are strangers to them, who end up being an actual soul family to them. It does happen. Opposite of that, you end up in a foster home in the system, and you end up being molested, abused, and starved of love and affection and guidance and things of that nature. So someone had to deal with grounding and not feeling stable as a child. Perseverance here, right? Giving up and weakness and defeat. You may have dealt with a lot of that in childhood. Not having a support system, no one to back you up, no one to show up. Nobody showed up for the games. Nobody showed up for the school programs. Nobody showed up when it was your time to join the team. You couldn't even go get an exam because nobody showed up. Ain't nobody take you to get no exam. Nobody paid attention that you wanted to play the sports. Nobody paid attention that you wanted to be the cheerleader, or you wanted to play basketball or volleyball. You didn't have that kind of support, right? And you were meant to feel like you were always weak and wasn't enough, and then there was an energy of defeat, being defeated. Well, see, all that is low vibrational, okay? 3838 on the time, 1111. All that is low vibrational, and these are the things that you're having to overcome, whether it be with family members or friends or lovers. These are the things you're having to overcome. 1111, okay? That energy of not being stable, but being stable and being secure and feeling stability, even in your older age. Because a lot of, like I say, the woundings come from childhood, okay? Whoever this is for, perseverance is important. Being grounded and forgiveness shows up again. So there could be to where you need to forgive someone in your childhood who could have shut you down, who could have neglected you, who could have abandoned you, or left you out to fend for yourself as a child. You may have had to fend for yourself as a child. Okay, being in survival mode. This could be for anybody. Okay, take it how it resonates. But when you deal with that kind of energy, even as a child, and you grow up and you be in survival mode all that time, yeah, it takes a toll on you on every level, especially spiritually. And of course physically too, because it can also take a toll on your health. But you're growing up and you're not realizing what's going on within your body energetically. You're not realizing where is all this coming from, right? Not realizing a lot of it comes from childhood. It springs from unhealed wounds and traumas. Okay, and then we bond with those energies with other people. We attract that. Okay, and then spirit comes along and realize that you have potential to heal, or you could even be that chosen one who has been chosen to go through this type of drama in order to heal and have those awakenings and those transformations and have all these endings for new beginnings, right? Wheel of Fortune. And that way, as you come through it, you can help other people to heal. So someone here could be a generational curse breaker. Someone here can also be a healer. Okay? And this is something also that you could have expressed even as a child, and you just didn't get that communication you needed even as a child. Things felt just hopeless. Maybe you were always criticized by people as a child. Even when you spoke truth, Ace of Swords, you were shut down. Even when you tried to speak your mind, you may have been shut down. This may be something that you dealt with energies that you attracted even as an adult. You will attract that because it is settled in your energy. It's in your root chakra. All that red expresses the root chakra. I want to keep you right down embedded in it. But somebody here not going to go for that. Nah, you ain't going to go for that. That you're not going to go for staying stuck in that. You're not going to go for it. That's what that tower is all about. Surprise. To whoever try to come in with this deceptive offer, collective. Surprise. They deceiving themselves if they even think they're going to get through the door with it. Because, yeah, you're one of a kind. Somebody's here's been set apart. You're set apart. You're not going with the family dynamic no more, whether it's your own immediate family or whether it's brothers, sisters, mamas, daddies, aunts, uncles. It don't matter. You're doing it your way. Okay? Persevering. Shine bright, baby. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay? I'm loving it, collective, because you are connected. You're in a very high vibration. And you know this, High Priestess. You know that you're in a very high vibration. So there's things that has to fall off and fall away so let the tower happen. And that's what you're doing. You're in this Queen of Swords energy. Your intuition is on high. You're in a very high vibration. That's why this person think they can come back, because they low vibrational, and you're attracting both high vibrational things and low vibrational things at the same time. Spirit of discernment is needed at this time. Okay, collective. So I hope something was said that could be helpful. I do apologize that it's going into 40-something minutes. It's just that when the messages come through and they rolling in, I'm not about to stop, because Spirit is running this. The Most High Mother and Father and my spiritual team, I'll let them take control of this. When the cards come out, I give the messages accordingly. So when the messages are here, I'm putting the messages out. I'm sorry if it takes too long. I apologize. Hey, if my content is too long for you, I do apologize to you. But I do still appreciate you for being here, and I also appreciate your patience. I hope that something was said that can help you move forward. Forgive yourself, temperance, and forgive others. Please do. Okay? And I hope that it brought you some clarity, collective. Until next time, shine bright like a diamond. Take care.